What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Ultravox, and we're returning to the 40th Anniversary Deluxe Edition of Vienna. Thank you again to Vera, who provided this vinyl. And we're going to continue through the bonus vinyl of single edits and B-sides and live performances. And indeed, this is another live performance, and it's not a tune I've heard from them before, meaning it's not on the album proper, and that's King's Lead Hat. I suppose it could be Lead Hat, but I'm reading it as Lead Hat, as in lead, the metal, the substance. But yes, this is live at the Lyceum in August of 1980. So yeah, it's a really interesting title. Obviously, a king, a suggestion of monarchy, of regality, but of course a lead hat isn't normally what you would expect. You'd expect it to be like a golden crown adorned with jewels. So I feel like maybe there's a critique here, maybe a bit of comedy, the idea of a king wearing a lead hat. I don't know, maybe there is a specific reference involved, but if there is, it eludes me, or at least I'm not privy to it in advance. Let's give it a listen and see what I can pick up. This is Ultravox from the 40th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. This is the second, it is, of the Vienna album. And it is a tune called King's Lead Hat, performed live at the Lyceum in August of 1980. Make sure, again, my little deck light went out on this turntable a while back, so unfortunately it is a little harder to see where the track breaks are. Oh, and that's right, yeah, I think someone even mentioned that the way they blend crowd sound, even though it's two different concert performances, means that there wasn't really a solid break point. It was they took the after song ovation and blended it into the ovation at the beginning of this song. So yes, I guess there's not going to be a clear moment of silence between the two. Okay. We'll see you again at Christmas. Yeah, that's a wild one. Definitely a sort of raw sound. The vocals sounded like they had like an effect on them and were not buried in the mix, but they were like within the louder guitar sounds and so on, meaning I didn't catch most of the lines, so I don't have a real clear indication. I heard the title phrase as well as like, I think it comes and goes, it surely something. At first I thought it was it's surely gone, then I thought it was like, wait, no, it'll surely come. So those words might be entirely incorrect, but the like comes and goes, I think I heard that. Nevertheless, yeah, I didn't catch much else lyrically, so definitely one I gotta listen to again and let it wash over me. Obviously, if people have insights, do let me know. But yeah, like you can hear the kind of new wave rock energy. There's definitely some electronic sounds, so again, this like early 80s new wave vibe. But it also had a bit of the like energy that I think the earlier John Fox version of, or John Fox fronted version of Ultravox had it. It felt a bit more, I don't know, post-punk is probably going too far in terms of a label, but it felt a bit more raw, a bit more like rough around the edges, certainly than the title track Vienna for that matter. But yeah, like there was a real live energy, like intensity. I guess in a way it kind of reminded me of like, I don't know, early Echo and the Bunnymen or something, like somewhere in that terrain. But yeah, definitely a very, like, what's, again, rugged? I'm trying to think of the right word. None of them seem to fit perfectly. But yeah, the like new wave with a bit rough around the edges type of feel. And yeah, I enjoy the vocals. I think there was more than one like lead vocal there. So was that like Midge and somebody else? I'm not sure, but definitely I enjoyed the vibe and the atmosphere of the tune and like the attitude of the tune. I just don't really know what it's about, so do let me know. Looking forward to more tracks on here. I did want to note the next track is the US promotional edit of Vienna, and I'm imagining they wouldn't include it if it wasn't at least in some sense tangibly or substantively different from the album version for, you know, the UK release of the album. So I guess I will react to that. Afterward we have, what is that, Passionate Reply? So yeah, now there's a tune, the first track on side 2 of this bonus vinyl is called Hair X. Now on the proper album there's Mr. X. So again, I'm guessing there's at least a little bit of a difference. So yeah, it'll be interesting as we go through this, and obviously if you have insights, do let me know. But yeah, a cool one. Once again, thank you to Vera for this album, as well as Phil, who's provided the catalog, and I think Han Solo, who kicked us off with Ultravox. So yeah, we'll keep going. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.